Before we get started, gotta give a few shout outs. Mr. Fire, William Dunn, and Inky Squid. Here's a huge thumbs up that goes out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching Toy Gander. Just came back from Chicago Brick World and have to say it was such a fun event. I love seeing all the vendors, all the cool custom creations that everyone comes up with. Also, just all the different mock designs that everyone has. It's just such a great event. I love the camaraderie, and I was there this year and I'll be there next year as well. So if you missed out, I'll see you next year. So I got a bunch of stuff. I got some Avengers Endgame figures that we're going to review here today. I also got some stuff from EclipseGrafx. This is just a little bit of it. We'll review this. Really good guy. His name's Victor, and he has tons of cool customs. Make sure you check him out on his website. He's also on Instagram. He's all over that thing. I'll put a link in the description below. So let's start off with this right here. This is an Avengers Infinity War poster. He actually was all out of the Endgame posters, which is kind of sad, but it makes sense because it's such a really popular movie right now. But this is just such a great design. You can see it's all made within LEGO. You got Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Just such a cool design here. And it comes in this nice plastic clamshell, which is looking really official. I do like that. And this thing was only $6, so make sure you check it out on his website. Again, just some great creations. He also gave me one of these. This is like a, what do you call that? Coaster. Oh yeah, coaster. Let's move on. Minifigure number 1. So if you've seen Infinity War or Avengers Endgame, that you know that Red Skull was actually transformed, turned into some type of guardian for the Soul Stone, and that's what we have here. This is actually done really well. I thought this would be a great design for LEGO to officially do. Unfortunately, we never actually saw this character, and I just think it's such a unique missed opportunity. I do love the overall printing throughout this. It's actually done very well. Even though it is not official parts, it does look really well. The haggard cape is all bent and crimpled, and that actually works to the benefit of this design. It actually shows up almost like he's like wisping around because he's some type of ghost figure now. I do like the overall printing right here. Printing of the front's very crisp. I would say there is a little bit of a missed opportunity for the face print. It's kind of fainted. And maybe that just goes with the overall character, but I think it should be a little bit more vibrant. It's missing that Lego-esque feel. Looking at the back right here, there's no printing on the back, but it makes sense because it's covered by the cape anyway. Love the ghost legs as well. I think that's just a great touch for this character. Overall, have to give this one probably a B+ for a knockoff. The one thing I will mention is this hand right here sticks out and doesn't quite fit right in here, and then you will get that with all these unofficial LEGO pieces. Moving on. Next figure. Okay, this is a Hulk Big Fig, and this one came with the Hulk Infinity Gauntlet, and I'm pretty sure this time I did put them all on the correct order. You guys surely will let me know if I didn't for the 100th time, but I think I got it this time. This is actually, so this Quantum Realm Hulk, I think is done fairly well. I've reviewed a couple different versions of this. Let me see if I got one here. Oh yeah, here it is right over here. And the main difference in this one is just the fact that he comes, obviously it's a black ensemble here, but he also comes with the Infinity Gauntlet, which I do like, and especially considering that he actually had it within the movie. Snapped his fingers, basically like destroyed half of his arm. It was all messed up for most of the film. And I don't know, I think this overall looks really good. The joints are a little bit loose. The clutch power is not quite there for the bottom feet as well. But the overall printing does look very much like LEGO, and I will say it's crisp and bright enough. Even though the whites, I think these are whites and they show up kind of gray. And that's because the white printing on the black actual torso just doesn't look that great. It could have used an extra coat for sure. But they do make up for it by having some of this gold shimmer throughout the character, and that does look pretty decent. So this one looks, it's probably a B. Next figure. Okay, this is a Thanos minifigure, and look, I know you guys always say I hate on all the creations. I'll tell you what I like. Just looking at it without touching it, I'll say the face print is really nice. I like the actual overall torso print. I think that some of this other stuff is a little bit unnecessary. It just kind of bogs down the character, makes him look not quite like Thanos. But the biggest overall downside to this is the Infinity Gauntlet just plops out of his hand. And there's no clutch power at all there. This is completely molded separately, and it actually looks halfway decent. If you look at there, there's a lot of detail in there. There's no detail for the Infinity Stones. That's kind of a bummer. But if you take that out and just put his regular hand, it actually shows up okay. And good clutch power for the most part. And this helmet piece, though, this thing's not coming off. I'll actually take this upper part and just kind of show you that, and I think it actually looks probably better just like that. But this thing has got a super grip on the top of his head, which is kind of a shame because I do like the printing on the face, and I might even use it on a different Thanos just to make it look a little bit better. But overall 360-degree printing, nicely done there, and the gold is kind of that yellow gold. It's not quite the shimmery chrome gold, which is a little disappointing, but nonetheless, it is what it is. This one, definitely a C- as far as a grade ranking goes. Last but not least, number 4. And the Infinity Gauntlet, which I've reviewed actually several times before. Now, this is better, I think, in my opinion, than the official LEGO one. The main reason is because it's in chrome, and this thing looks menacing. I love how this overall look is, and I wish LEGO actually just sold it. I think they should just sell the Infinity Gauntlet just by itself anyway. Obviously, that is not going to happen because they want to tie it with anything they can to get as much profit as they can. But the fact that this is done in chrome makes it all the much better. And, I mean, this is clearly a better design or better look than the official LEGO one. So, I do really like that. I think this is a great addition to anybody's collection. Alright guys, there's one figure somewhere on the screen that's just not quite right. I need the top 3 subscribers to let me know which figure that is and put it in the comments below, and I will give you a shout out in the next video I do. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Until next time, you can help us take a gander.